but we do know that the Wi-Fi password is, the Wi-Fi signal is very weak. So we'll do our best. Welcome to the Tier Hockey Federation National Championships playoffs. The top 16 teams in the THF, so from around the country, have qualified to play in this weekend's tournament. Your Rocky Mountain Rough Riders placed 9th in that top 16. Today we'll be playing the New York Dynamo. New York Dynamo, I believe, was 8th in the THF. So this team was ranked 1 seed higher than us. Overall, in the My Hockey rankings, if you follow that, your Rocky Mountain Rough Riders so far are ranked 51 for 13U AAA Tier 1 programs. And this New York Dynamo team is ranked 59. So should be a pretty even game, coming in similarly both in the THF and in your national rankings. We are at the Pro Skate Arena in, I think, Hamilton, New Jersey. Information for today's game: 16-minute periods. There will be no ice make, so the ice they have is the ice they get. There will be 2 officials for each game. Penalties should be 1 minute and 30 seconds. Each team gets 1 timeout. We've sent David Hernandez to the penalty box for our team today to try and scare the kids from getting in there too often. Most of the team rolled in yesterday afternoon and late in the evening. But we didn't let the kids stay up to watch the U.S.-Canada game last night. The parents watched it. But we made the kids go to bed so they could get up this morning, have a breakfast. Not a bad game time start here at 11:30 on the East Coast for our first day. This is our one and only game today. So if you're tuning in, we have a game at 7 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, or 8 a.m., and another one tomorrow evening at 6:05 Eastern. And so these 3 games are set. We are in a division with 4 teams. Best team out of this division will move on to play on Sunday. 1 game at a time. Let's go, Riders. Here we go. Puck drop in New Jersey for the THF Championships. Rocky Mountain Rough Riders versus the New York Dynamo. Opening faceoff won by the Riders. Back to Henry Schoenheider. Schoenheider tries to get it through the middle, but it's picked off by New York, who dump it into the corner. Nickerson pushes it forward to Palick. Centering pass is picked off by Shibalov. New York tries to set up for another shot. Shot moves in, but is blocked. New York into the corner to pick it up. Palick takes it away. Comes out the other side. Up the wall to Shibalov. Shibalov to Nickerson. Over the line, but shot on goal. But we were offsides. I'm not sure. We're going to count that even though it was offsides. Yeah. Right? Offside? My brother-in-law tells me it's offside, not offsides. I was confusing ice hockey and field hockey. Face-off won by New York. They collect and move it through the neutral zone. Try and pass. Bliven tries to intercept. New York's going to try and get a shot. Saved by Wynn. 2 saves, pad, and stick. And then we're going to try and carry it out. Moved into the offensive zone. Dixon gives chase into the corner, looking for a pass out. He's got Palick behind him and Bliven. No, Mattioli, I'm sorry. Puck to the top. Meyer holds it in. Taken away by New York, who goes through the neutral zone. Dixon gives chase. New York dumps it behind the net. Went out to slow it down for Krestoff. Krestoff picks it up, moves it around behind the net. Opposite side, pass up to Corcoran. Corcoran to Bliven. Tries to pick it up, neutral ice, but instead moves into a player. It's going to be a bit of a messy line change for both teams here. New York's going to set up. Back through the neutral zone they go. Shot wide of the net. Corcoran tries to pick it up. And then Krestoff, New York tries to get possession, pushed out and forward. Hernandez skates through to the red line to try and pick it off, working to try and maintain possession. Can't quite. Schoenheider behind the net, around to Hernandez. Hernandez accidentally tips it onto the stick of a New York player, but they fight away. New York sets up for a shot way high of the net. Now Schoenheider up to Hernandez. Hernandez tries to push it forward, but New York holds it in on the blue line. Schoenheider's going to try again off the boards. Icing is waved off because of a tip. New York goalie comes out to slow it down for his team. That kiddo can't keep his skates on the ice, and he falls down. We're going to recollect in the defensive zone. O'Connell moves it forward to the red line, dumps it in. Schofield and Palick behind the net to pick it up. Schofield comes away with it, looks for a centering pass, but doesn't find the Shibalov he was looking for. Held in on the blue line by Palick, dumps back behind the net. Into the corner they go. Palick collects behind the net, centering pass. Oh, Nickerson couldn't quite get a stick on it, and so now we will come through center ice as New York comes down. They get a centering pass picked off by Nickerson. Nickerson pushes it forward across the red line as he loses his footing. Schofield missed a shot. Great save by that goalie. We turned a messy play into one that worked out for us. So we'll get a face-off to the right of this New York goaltender. Bliven in to take the face-off. Won by the Riders. Krestoff takes a shot from the top. Tipped by Bliven, but doesn't quite. The goalie stops. Great shot there. That was a good attempt. Maybe your Riders were paying attention when we said we got to win those face-offs if we want to win games. Bliven will step in for this face-off again. Krestoff collects down into the corner. Krestoff again trying to hold on the blue line, but New York pitches it out. Bliven along the boards. Krestoff on the blue line, pushes it up. Bliven, change sides. Bliven dumps it to nobody. I think he's looking for a change. Played along the boards in front of the penalty boxes. Squirts out. Pass back to Krestoff. Krestoff up to Dixon. Dixon collects on the red line. Dixon dumps it in. Mattioli gives chase. Behind the net, New York tries to get it out. Can they keep it in? Yes, they can. And Mattioli's, turns, tries to get a shot. Now, great shot, saved by the goalie. That was a good way to get a shot on net. I think there's got to be a penalty because I saw Wynn booking it for the bench. Indeed, number 58 is going to go in for a high stick. So this will put your Rough Riders on their first power play of the game. 1 minute and 30 seconds, I believe, is the penalty time. New York's chatting with the ref, trying to maybe get that call changed or something, but I think it is what it is. Palick will step in for this face-off. Power play? Can you hit power play on the thing? Okay, face-off won by the Riders. Oh! Schofield tries to push it in but can't, so we're into the neutral zone to try and reset. Puck up to Mattioli on the wing. Lost again. Shibalov recollects. He's looking to move it forward. Carries it across the red line and the blue line. Shibby, then it's picked off of his stick. And into the red line. Breakaway, but Mattioli with his speed gets there first. Palick will try and work this off the Dynamo stick, but that kid's persistent. They try to get a shot off, but they can't quite. Dump the puck through the crease onto the other side. Can we set back up? This is our power play, but it's playing like it's theirs. All right. Coming through is Shibalov again across the red line. Dynamo tangle up his stick. Shibalov picks up his own lost puck, and now Palick over to Shibby. Shot bounces off some feet and doesn't quite make it to the goalie. Back to the neutral zone. Shibalov picks it up off the boards to Palick. Palick pass to Schofield. Schofield carries it over, but loses it on the blue line. Back into neutral ice. We've got to wait to touch up and get a line change. And now there's one Rough Rider on the ice with all of New York. Nicky picks up this pass in front of his own goalie, passes out to the wing, looking for a pass to Dixon, but he's overskated it. So Nickerson picks up his own pass. Schoenheider there protecting. Meyer to Shibalov. We're back at even strength. That was, I'm going to say, a bit of a failed power play. Okay, it looks like Corcoran being held up against the boards, or Dixon. I can't see quite. So Meyer now with the puck, trying to get a centering pass. So he dumps it into the corner instead. Centering pass to Nickerson. Nickerson turns and loses an edge, pushes it still forward, but sticks are tangled. I think that's offsides. Nicky didn't quite hold it in. Maybe we can reset and shake our heads a little bit. Get set back up. Back on the power play because why? Did you see what happened? I haven't seen a call, but looks like New York's taken another seat. Good thing I have my awesome brother-in-law, Nick, sitting next to me to keep me honest. We got a team of people trying to get you the right information. I didn't see the call, and I didn't see the ref make a call, so I'm not sure if just somebody said something inappropriate or what. It's my only guess. Maybe slashing? All right. Face-off won by New York as they try and dump it out. Cross to Nickerson. Nickerson looks for a shot, but he drops it instead and loses it. New York's coming away again with a breakaway. They try and get a shot, save. Wynn's going to shut that one down right to his tum-tum. So we'll have a defensive zone face-off, even though it's our power play. Dixon, that's won by Dynamo, who set up, dump it into the corner instead of taking a shot, which was good for us. Puck into the neutral zone, controlled by New York. Now into the defensive zone. It's like they're taking it all the way to their goalie. All right, back to the action, folks. I'm looking for a skate sharpening tool. Someone hurt an edge, I guess, so we're going to get that squared away on the bench. Meanwhile, your riders get a shot. Great pad saved by the goalie. Another shot was 2 shots. And the net's off. The goalie's moving and bringing the net with him like a little crab shell. Woo. So we have 8:48 left in the first period. Still 14 seconds left on this power play. Face-off won by New York, but held in by Shiblov. Shiblov's going to look for a pass. We're thinking about passing to Shibby. Shibby's for a shot. Bounce, deflects off some people. We've got some kids tangled up in front of the net. And now they dump it. Long dump into the corner, and I think we are going to have another penalty. I'm going to go holding because somebody was being pinned down there. Greg's going to lose his voice. I can hear him yelling from here. They're putting Blivin in the box for something. But that was a penalty against the other team, I thought. That's kind of crazy. So I guess, did you see that call? We're confused about that one. All right, we're going to set up in the neutral zone. Face-off won by New York, but collected by Riders, who bank it off the boards and picked up by New York. New York recollects and dumps. Meyer behind the net. Oh my gosh, loses an edge, and he's alone back there because now we're on a penalty kill. New York is going to try and set up for a shot. They get a pass out to the point. They're thinking about shooting it. They're setting up. They're moving their power play. Can we get in between it? There was a whistle, but I'm not sure what the whistle was. Net's off. Somehow the net was off both sides. Not sure how that happened. We'll get a change. Face off, won by the Riders. Dumped out to the point. Try and held it in by the blue line, but they couldn't quite. So Schofield chases down. And the New York Dynamo reset. Neutral zone work in front of the Riders board. Mattioli working with Corcoran, I think. New York's going to set up for a shot, but instead of shooting, they send it around behind the net. They're working to try and find an open pass. We're kind of watching it happen. Fortunately, an errant pass goes to the top of the corner. New York's going to try and set up again. Sticks are flying, and it moves into the neutral zone. Excellent work. We're going to get a quick change. New York sets back up, charges in. You're going to get a shot. Blocker save. Oh, and the second one is picked off and goes in. So that'll give New York one power play goal. It was 2 shots that went in on the second. It was a great save, but we couldn't quite get in front of it. It was a rough line change, but they were tired, I think, and hopefully we'll get it together here. Reset back to even strength now. Face off won by New York. They're going to charge forward and dump it into the corner. Nickerson tries to move it forward. New York tries to take a shot, but it's wide of the net. They recollect. We've got kids again stuck in one another's pads. Schofield's waiting for a pickoff. He's going to take it in, see if he can get a shot over the top of the net. Second shot does not quite make it in. So one shot there. One went over the net, didn't count. One was a little push, but the goalie got his pad in front of it. .6:43 left in the first period. I still have something. Face off won by New York. Back into the corner. They take it into the neutral zone. Worked along the boards. Giffen tries to push it over to Hernandez. Dumps it in. It bounces off a New York player. Can Cohen get there? Yep, he's feisty. Now Giffen in the corner. We got a penalty called. Well, Wynn's going back in. Nah. Not. I'm not. That was a co-op. So holding, and we're going back in the bend. Why? I'm not sure who's calling the goalie off, but that's the second time they've called Wynn off for a penalty. So we're going back on the penalty kill here. Face-off won by Shibalov. Shibalov carries it forward himself right through the neutral zone into the offensive zone, but picked apart. He was the only guy there. New York tries to come away with it, still in the neutral zone. Shibalov again over the red line he goes, dumps it in on net, so the goalie has to make a save. And a second, that's not a shot, but the goalie collected it because he wants a face-off. So a penalty kill face-off here in our offensive zone. Face-off won by New York. Out, they dump it into the neutral zone. Nikki's there to try and slow the puck. Moved across the neutral ice by New York. They try and come in on the other side. They're going to go ahead and dump it in. Nickerson puts it out to Mattioli. Mattioli pushes it forward, but held in on the blue line by New York. New York moves across the top of the blue line, set up for a corner pass to the top of the blue line. Set it up. They're going to look for a pass. Skating in for a shot. They've got somebody on the back door. There's a whistle. There's a call against New York for pushing one of our guys into the boards. So we'll be 4-on-4 for 33 seconds while we finish killing off this penalty, and then we'll go on the power play. So it looks like we've got O'Connell, Schoenheider, Dixon, and Meyer. Dixon and take this 4-on-4 face-off. Won by Dixon forward, but picked up by New York as Dixon gets tripped up. New York moves it out to center ice. O'Connell and Schoenheider there to keep them from getting a shot. Their pass back to the shooter missed. Dumped into neutral zone by Owen. And now New York back into their defensive zone to try and reset. Owen goes for take it off the players along the boards, but now it's dumped behind the net by New York. New York looking to try and set up. We've got Palick there who's going to collect and go up along the wing in front of the boards. Palick pushes across the blue line and still there, but New York's going to change sides. Pass picked off by a changing Riders player. Now we are 5-on. We have someone off. We're 40 seconds on a power play. O'Connell standing behind the net, looks to pass out to the winger. Picked up by Shibalov. Shibalov over the net, takes a shot from the red line. Goalie's going to catch it, and he's going to hang on. He's holding the puck. Not a shot, though, because it was about 7 feet over the net. That kid just reached out and grabbed it. Face-off, won by Palick, collected by New York in the corner. They dump, held in on the blue line by Shibalov. Shibalov pushes it forward, off the boards. Held in by Shibi's skate, off another skate. We try and get a shot, but now it's a breakaway. Shibalov gets a stick in front of it. Wynn gets a poke check. Moves it out off that player's stick. And now forward, back to the neutral zone. New York sets up again. Penalty is over. We're going to be back to 5-on-5 hockey. New York dumps for a change, but they've got a player hard on. Tries to step up our player. They get there for an attempted shot. It was a great attempt by New York, but fortunately we got some riders in front of them. Now Bliven is going to carry through center ice. He's all alone out there. He dumps it into the corner to try and chase it down himself and get out of the tangle of players. Behind the boards he goes. We've got a new line out to try and keep this in the offensive zone. New York tries to recollect, and it squirts out. And now we've got Nikki in the defensive zone here. Shot goes wide of the net from New York. Into the corner, Nickerson behind the net, looking to get out. They try and get into his skates. He's lost his edge a few times, and he's down. Bliven tries to help out. Now Henry Schoenheider dumps it right in front of our net. Oh, my good Lord. New York dumps it behind the net again. Schoenheider's chasing down. New York's got an open shooter. They turn to take a shot, but it goes off a skate. They try and take another shot. Bounces over the net. Giffen behind the net tries to change sides to Corcoran. Corcoran picks up along the boards, pushes it forward, but can't get it across the blue line. Puck is covered by Wynn. Not exactly a shot, but he didn't want it to be a shot. So we're going to set back up. 2 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first period. According to the scoreboard, shots are 8-7. I think we have them 7-6. So they're being more generous with their shots. Score is 1-0. We have a better vantage point, frankly. Face off won by the Riders. Rimmed around behind the net. Oh my gosh. Second time we've kind of centered it for them. Off the boards. Meyer plays it to the red line. New York tries to cut in for a shot, but they lost an edge and ended up deflecting it back to their own defensive player. Through the red line. Oh, neutral zone. New York dumps again. Wynn puts it behind the net. Collected by... can't tell. Meyer is back there working to get his stick on the puck. Collected along the boards by Shibby. Shibby out to Schoenheider. Schoenheider's going to carry it across the blue line. Drop two. Can we get a shot? No, we can't. Left it twice, trying to get someone behind him. Held on the blue line by Krestoff, but that might have been maybe, couldn't see in the corner. Maybe we went a little offside. I'm guessing yes, since that's where they're going for the face-off. Okay. Riders setting up for a face-off. Won by Bliven. Bliven forward, but it's picked away. It's dumped into the neutral zone by New York as they try and carry it across. There's riders all over them, trying to somebody get possession, but that shot goes way over the net as New York tries to get back to where the net. That puck went out of play, almost hit the net. So we're going to have a face-off to Wynn's left. Face-off won by New York. They get a shot, but it's wide of the net. Everyone waits to see what they're going to do with it. Okay, the Riders get the puck into the neutral zone, and now Dixon and Bliven are going in together. Bliven collects the puck, tries to shoot, but it goes over the net to the other side. O'Connell is there to try and work players off the puck. Bliven and O'Connell against the back wall, and there's a whistle, and I'm not sure. I guess the net came off again. These nets aren't very well anchored, I'm guessing, because they've both come off quite a few times. Shablovin to take this face off. One over to the wing. New York tries to push it out, and they have got it through the neutral zone. Shibalov picks it back up. He passes back to the top. No, Meyer. Meyer up to Palak. Palak's going to carry it across the blue line. He's looking for either a pass or something. He's got two men on. Schofield is there looking for a centering pass. He plays with it, and the shot on goal, but the goalie is in the way. So that was one shot, one save. That was a great save because it was coming out of nowhere. They're going to maybe try and re-anchor the nets down there. All right, nets back on. Face off in the offensive zone. Won by the Riders, but picked off by the New York Dynamo. Cross ice pass to Nickerson. Nickerson looks up to Schofield, but it gets picked right off his stick as soon as he passed. We got 3 New York players coming down, try to get past Nickerson, looking for a shot. Centering pass. Right in on that, lifting it over the heads of all the players, and they're taking it in. Moved into the corner. Nickerson looks to collect and move it out off Schofield. Score is 1-0 New York. Shots are even. And I think that Greg's going to have some words of wisdom while the refs try and get those nets re-anchored. We'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, we're back for the second period. Puck drop. Face-off won by New York. New York couldn't quite make it. New York sets across for a great pass, but they couldn't collect it. Wynn's got that in his glove, no problem. All right, defensive zone face-off. Their winger for a shot who gets a centering pass. Great save. Wow. And now New York back in the another shot. Great save. New York's looking for another. Behind the net they go. Riders come away with it, push for it to Dixon, Dixon to Bliven, Bliven out to Mattielli, who can't get a stick on it, but it's on net, so they have to play it. That's a shot. And they have long. Shibalov to take this face off. There, they hoped for it, but it didn't quite work. I don't know if that was a shot because it didn't go on net. Shibby's around back looking for a centering pass, top of the circle. Krestoff shoots. It goes into the skates of New York. We're there to try and push it against. That was now behind the net. Changing sides to Krestoff. Krestoff gets there first, but is taken off his feet by New York. New York into the neutral ice, and I'm not sure why that whistle happened. Anyone catch the whistle? Must have been offside, I guess. Why is there at the red line, and over he goes. Corcoran's got Giffen for a pass, but it hits Giffen's skates. Hernandez was there to try and pick it up, but it was deflected off of a few of the net by New York. Rims around into the neutral zone. They're going to try and set up again. Riders are getting tired, looking for a change, but they aren't going to get one. Schoenheider's looking to move it cross ice to Hernandez. Hernandez tips it at the red line. There he goes. Poor kid wants to get off the ice. Now behind our net. Bliven is back there chasing. Held in, shot wide and high by Meyer. To the other side, Nickerson tries to hold it in. All of our players are here. Nickerson loses it at the blue line, looking for a pass up. He resets off the boards to Bliven. Bliven moves it around the player. Pass goes back to Nickerson, who resets in neutral ice, goes forward, is going to skate it forward and look for it. He's got to shoot. Oh, right on the goalie's tummy. And they're going to reset high. Pass to a waiting. Yeah, it was way offside, though. Thank you. So we will have a face-off just outside of our offensive zone. Setting up Palick to take the face-off, but won by New York. Controlled through the neutral zone. Off the boards they go. Schoenheider passes into a waiting Palick. Oh, but bounces off his stick. And so New York tries to come away with it. Shibby grabs it again, and he's going to go. Schofield right behind Shibalov. Shibalov off the left wing takes a shot, but that goalie's going to shut it down. That was a good catch. Face-off won by the Riders. Schoenheider carries it in, but there's nobody behind him if he takes the shot. Great centering pass, but couldn't quite get it on Palick's stick. New York behind the net. Defense back in. Puck is in the neutral zone along in front of the Riders bench. Out to a waiting center who's got nobody but Schofield is in. Schofield takes a shot. Great blocker save. That's going to go way up, but stays somehow in play. And the Dynamo dump it. Icing is waved off. It tipped off somebody, they say. And so we recollect around behind our net. Corcoran carries it up the wing over to, unfortunately, through the Giffen and Hernandez to New York. New York dumps it back into the neutral zone. Corcoran chases down along the boards. He comes away with the puck, tries to bank it off, but can't quite. And so New York maintains possession in the offensive zone. And stuck in several players. Giffen and Corcoran working around. Corcoran's got a guy 3 times his size there he's working on. Taken off their feet. Owen tries to hold it in, but now we have a breakaway on the other side. Win is set up. Puck loose in front of the goalie. New York collects as everyone waits to see what happens. Out to Corcoran, that puck squirts. Corcoran back over to Giffen. Sometimes it's the unexpected one that goes in. Center ice face off, won by the Riders. Pushed forward to Dixon. Over the blue line go Bliven and Matt. And couldn't do it. Center puck is now Henry Schoenheider collects. And now he's going up to that situation. New York comes away with the puck. They've got someone right in front of the net. Great save. First save. Second one went in. 2. Oh, man. That's rough stuff. They were there to dig for that one. Not sure what all went down there. Giffen the puck, so he couldn't get a shot. Hernandez behind the net, chasing, and now New York's going to try and squirt it into the neutral zone. They do. It is. I can hear the kids talking. I can't see who it is. I'm going to guess. I see a 5. So Owen? Owen, who's had a concussion earlier this season. So that one, I think, hurt. Those were 2 big hits by New York right in a row. So we've got to get their footing and stay strong here. The players, we're going to set up for a face-off in the neutral zone. Face-off, one back to the Riders. Dixon pushing forward. He's going to try and set up Mattioli, who's right in front of the net, but it bounces off. Nickerson's going to look for an opening. Take a shot. That's a shot. That's one shot. Tried to get a rebound, but they couldn't get a stick on it. Puck out to New York, who's going to carry it into the neutral. This game has sped up. Both teams starting to figure things out a little. Okay, Ryder's going to get a line change. Oh, one by New York, who scored through, trying to get a centering pass. They've got 2 in front. Great save, great save. Woo! Went behind the net, pushed out. And now New York's going to try and set up again. Nope. Behind the net go to New York to try and set up again while the Riders see if they can figure out what's going on. Tipped behind the net by the goalie. Now the top circle. New York is playing suddenly like they've turned. Riders are going to try and push it out. New York gets a shot, and that goes right by the goalie. I think that's going to be 3. Oh, this hurts. New York is moving all of a sudden at twice the speed they were earlier. They've gotten their feet. Takes the center ice face off. Schoenheider collects behind the net. Blue line dumps it toward the net. Goalie comes out and plays that into the corner. Everyone watched it. I think 5:50 left. One by, I don't know, lots of people. It went on 2 sticks all the way out in the neutral zone. Oh, tripping. Oh, rat. Maybe they'll put a couple seconds back on. I don't know. All right. We've got Mattioli, Meyer, Bliven and Schoenheider. Strong defensive core here. I think they might be, I'm not sure what they're waiting on. Are they trying to put the time back on? Oh, the penalty. All right. Won by New York. New York's dances along the top of the blue. New York stops. They try and get a shot. Great save there out into the corner. New York now still with the puck top of the circle. Centering pass. Great shot, great save, great save. Woo, that was a killer shot from the back door. Okay, lining up for the face-off. Won by New York, back to the top of the circle, to the point rather, into the corner, looking to set up for a shot. First shot right in front of the net, save, it's covered, 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 comes away. Wins in a full split, they try and get it. Working in the corner is Schoenheider. Schoenheider's alone, got nobody to pass it to. So he's going to hold it there and see if we can kill some time off the clock. New York comes away with it, stands toward the net with a great shot over the top of Wynn's head. And I think that's going to be that's a good goal. 4:05 left, 4-1 New York. They're going to ask for a timeout? No? I think we called for a timeout. Doing okay. All right, maybe that break gave the riders a minute to think about what they're doing. Palak steps in for this face-off. Puck back to Nickerson. Nickerson tries to carry it across the blue line, but he's bodied off the puck. New York dumps it. I think anybody was ready for it. Bah.
Hanging head. I can't stand it.
All right, puck drop. Raiders are going to have a power play here for 1 minute and 30 seconds. There's 3:32 left in this period. Won by New York. Recollected by Palick behind the net. New York bounces it off the boards and can they keep getting it out? No. So Riders dump it back into the corner. Bliven behind the net looking for an option, but he's taken off the puck. Palick steps in to try and collect from under the feet of Bliven and this other kid. Palick moves it out to the top of the circle. Shibby's going to try and get a shot. Great. I think that bounced off the goalie, but oh. Net. He's going to look to carry it out. Palick tips it at the red line, but off of his stick enough that there's no one there to get it. Scope behind Palick tries to keep it. Puck is flying into the defensive zone. Picked up by Shivalov. Shivalov behind the net. He's going to carry it out to Palick. Palick picks it up at the red line. Across. Now Dixon up to someone who couldn't see it in their stick. Bliven holds it in on the blue line. Dixon. Bliven back, tries two behind. Dumps it for an ice. Nope, they've waved ice off. So Diego's going to collect the puck behind our net, uses his body effectively to trip up the other player, and now he's going to happen from that. New York carries it into the offensive zone, tries to set up. Giffin's there taking two players on himself. They dump it behind the net, picked off by Meyer. Around to Corcoran. Corcoran tries to move it out. He's got Hernandez speeding across the blue line. Can you get a centering pass? A great centering pass, but Giffen couldn't quite get his stick on well enough to control it. Now it's picked off as he tries to center it by New York, who's going to carry it back the other way. Nickerson chases. New York is set up. They got a man on the back door, but they couldn't quite control that pass. New York's going to hold it in on the blue line. Hard work by the Riders. Rebound, but fortunately it's kicked out by the defense. New York setting up for another shot. They dump, but nobody touches that puck. It's going to go behind the net. Meyer's going to try and hold off a player while Giffen slings it around to the other side. Hernandez is there. There's two New York players on top of him. Nickerson now carries the puck. He changes direction, looking for a long pass to Nickerson along the boards just over the red line trying to get possession, but New York comes away with it. New York asking for score is 5-1 New York. Something drastic will have to happen for Colorado to come back from this. They need. Game started off a little bit slow. All right, back for the third period. Score is 5-1 New York. We have 16 minutes to turn it around. Bliven to take this face off at the top of the period. These guys don't play icings very much, so we can go ahead and try and work. Corner. Working the puck around to the other side. He's got Dixon waiting for a pass. Dixon tips it, but it goes right to the other side. Schoenheider steps in front. Great save. Nickerson dumps it out now. That may ice, but it might be right on the goalie. It is a shot on goalie from Nickerson from the other crease. But it was too slow to go in, so the goalie. And now New York's going to set up with a long pass through the neutral zone. Into the offensive zone they go. They're going to set up for a shot. Great save there. Now for another centering pass they try and do, but Nickerson bounces it off the boards and pushes it out. Schofield. All right. Maddox steps in to take that face off, but is tied up. Working along the boards is Hernandez with Maddox. They're going to come away, New York with a shot. Goes over the net, couldn't quite make it. And so forward to Pallet. Ryder's Corcoran is going to carry it, dumps it from the red line into the offensive zone, chases it down, hits off two Ryder sticks before it makes it into the other side. That was a scary pass right to a waiting player. Fortunately, he missed it. But New York's going to set up at the top for that was a save. Two kids. Move on. Okay, Meyer collects, steps into the puck at the center ice, and now tries to get a shot, but it goes a little wide of the net. Holds it on the blue line in front of the New York bench. It's held in by a skate. Oh my goodness. Comes away with it. They're wide open for their passes, and they're going to go ahead and carry it out. Oh, unless O'Connell steps in. Nice work by O'Connell to keep it at the red line, but no one knows where the puck is. Schoenheider steps up, carries it along the boards. Picked up by Bliven. Bliven who dumps it in. Behind to O'Connell. O'Connell tries to hold it, but can't, and now he's beat. We've got a breakaway, 2-on-1. O'Connell's going to work to get back while New York tries to set up for a pass. Dixon gets in there and ties up the player along the boards. And now centering pass out to a perfect waiting point. Great pad save into the corner. And now Bliven works it up. Mattioli's skates in to try and get it, but he loses an edge. Schoenheider in the corner again. Loses the puck to New York. New York gets a set. All right, lining up. Palak to take this face off to the right of the Riders' net while New York gets a line change. One by New York. Tied up in some skates. They're going to try and move it out. Schofield steps in. Palak now moving it up to waiting Schofield. Schofield across the blue line with two men on. Tries to get a shot, but it's into the skates of several players, and New York comes away with that. They're going to reset behind their own net, rimmed around to their waiting winger. They're going to change sides again, look to exit the zone. Schofield gets in the way, but everyone overskates it, and now we're back into the neutral zone with a bouncing puck tipped by Nickerson and off. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Players are not quite even watching. These refs drop the puck quickly. Face off one as they tried to pass to New York. New York along their own blue line, changing sides. Livin steps into a pass zone. Krestoff pushes it up against the boards. There's nobody there. Shibalov trying to get in the way of the players. Gets his stick to prevent a shot. Nickerson behind the net. Got 2 men. Oh, no, my gosh. He's taken right off his feet. He's hurt. Save. That's zone. While New York sets up again. New York with a long pass. They're going to collect it off the boards and look for a shot. Shibalov is there to push it off. Nickerson behind the net. Nickerson hangs on, moves through the neutral zone, pushes it forward to Mattioli. Mattioli skates in, but he is taken off the puck with a body. He's getting upset, I think. Now Hernandez in with a centering pass, waiting for Palick. Palick took 2 shots, 2 great saves. Puck goes high over the net from the shot from Schoenheider at the top of the point. Now into neutral zone. Meyer can't hang on, and so Hernandez centers it back to Schoenheider. Schoenheider pass, long pass, stepped in. New York wants this. Wynn catches that one and sets it down. Okay. Giffen in to take this face off. Won by New York, but they get it all the way to neutral zone. Hernandez is chasing down. Up. Puck squirts out. Corcoran and Meyer with Hernandez along the boards in the offensive zone into the neutral zone. Giffen pass back to Schoenheider. Schoenheider pushes it forward to Corcoran. Corcoran across the blue line, but picked off. Schoenheider and so the New York sets back up. Their big number 25 is a monster. He skates in looking for some opportunity. Palick holds on. Now New York comes away again, looking to centering pass. They've got a kid ready for a shot, but there's 7 sticks in the way. So Schofield looks to pass to Schoenheider. Schoenheider can't get a stick on it. It's picked away. And now New York comes back through center ice again. Nickerson collects the puck, looking for his options. He's going to go behind the net. Cooper Palick. Palick Shibalov across the blue line. They've got Schofield behind him if Shibby can get a centering pass, but he can't. I don't think that was a shot. It went behind the net. They tried. Back into the neutral zone. They do. Now into neutral ice while the Riders try and get a partial line change. Palick is still there, taking off his skates, and that'll ice. And now the Riders can get a line change. 7 minutes 56 seconds left in the third period. Scores 5-1 New York. Forward to Meyer, but can't quite. Now Dixon's carrying it across the blue line. He's got two men on. Picked up by Bliven. Bliven looks for a centering pass, but Mattioli couldn't set up for it. Meyer now dumps it behind the corner. New York's going to collect. Away. They've got two on. Dumped. Well, they get a line change. Krestoff's going to pick it up. What? We just took a penalty. Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened? They just called a penalty on Bliven. I didn't see that at all. The puck dumps it up to top the corner. Can Shibby take it out? Yes, he can. Shibby's got a breakaway, and he can do it if he can do it. But, oh, New York, that guy's got a foot on Shibby, and he reached forward with his long stick and took it right off. Set up by New York. This is a beautiful setup. Great save there. Center pass went through the crease, but didn't quite make it. New York corner. They're going to shoot. Gave them all kinds of time. They're going to shoot again. They missed that one. That was one then. Try and get a shot. I hit some sticks, I think. I don't think it made it all the way in. Shivalov tries to work it across the blue line. It doesn't. Yep, now it squirts out Palak. So they called offsides. Had possession of the puck. Uh-oh, wind's getting fresh. We're going to set up right outside the neutral zone. Mattioli wins it. And he's all by himself, tripped up, tries to get a shot, and does. And I think the goalie covers it eventually. That was one shot. Plus a sliding. Take a look at the bench, and you can see where the energy is on these players. We are still on a penalty kill, but having an offensive zone face-off. At the red line, Schofield tries to maintain possession. Meyer now looking for a pass out, and it gets into the neutral zone, bouncing off some players. Can't tell what happened. But we're going back for an offensive zone face-off. Not sure the reason. Giffen steps in. Oh my goodness. 3 bodies on the puck and no sticks. They try and get a shot. They do. There's one shot, one save. Where's the puck? Two. Players relax for a second while we get all of the things set up. Shibalov tries to move it out into the neutral zone. He does. Off Schofield's stick. Schofield now has it to line up for a shot, but it's nice and slow, so the goalie has it all day. Face off won by the Riders. Nickerson into the top. Shibalov behind the net trying to get a stick on it. Palick tries to get a shot but can't. Goes off a few skates. Dixon tries to get a shot, but its pocket is picked by the New York player, who now is going to skate it and dump it into the corner. Nickerson looking to regain possession. He's got Krestoff there behind the net. Krestoff comes away with it around the boards, bounces off the ref, and now over to Shibalov. Shibalov's got Dixon and Mattioli. Tries to get a shot, but it goes high and wide. Dixon in the corner, digging, gets a centering pass out to Shibalov. Great save by the goalie with a wonky rebound, and now that's two shots. He collected the second one, and beautiful breakaway. Probably great save there by Wynn, but they're setting up for another. They're holding on. Poked out. Pushes it forward to somebody in New York who slides it across again. Defense takes it off the stick. Pass. Going to hang on. This is a high shot count game, actually. Yeah. Several of the shots have been nice. So that goalie's getting shots without having to work for him. Face off one controlled by New York. New York skates through center ice. Their pass goes wildly across the other side, up by Corcoran, who dumps it in over the blue line. He's literally on top of tripping. That was our penalty? What's happening? New York needs to send somebody back to the bench. They're going to set back up. Maybe we can capitalize on this moment of confusion for New York. New York controls that puck, finds itself into the neutral zone. Nikki has to pass all the way back to Schoenheider, who's going to collect behind the net and make a decision about where to go. He's going to dump it back out, and they're going to dump it back into the corner. Shibalov is going to collect the puck behind the net, tries to pass it. Nickerson now is carrying it over the red line. Nickerson all by himself. Dynamo. Shibalov holds it on the red line. Up to Meyer. Meyer up to Nickerson. Dixon chasing into the corner. New York slings it around the other side. Can't hold it in, so Shibalov collects it on the red line. And now Shibby's going to carry it forward himself. He's got 4 men on. Nickerson waits for him to cross the line. Where is our offense? Great centering pass. Nickerson picks it up. Nobody there to shoot. Shibalov now has it along the blue line. He shoots. The puck goes in over the goalie. Had no chance on that goal. So that'll bring us up to 2-5. One by New York, but Mattioli skates through. He wants that one. He tries to get a shot off. Can't quite. Shot by Ryder's still working for another chance, but New York's coming away with it. Krestoff is there to try and pass to Mattioli, but picked away by New York. Puck at the red line. Corcoran up to Mattioli. Mattioli dumps it in. Blivin gives chase. Blivin in the corner tries to find Schofield. Schofield behind the net looking for a centering pass, but the puck is off his stick. Held in on the line. To try and find a pass to somebody. Schoenheider tries to get it in. Great shot. Great save. Yes! We brought it up to 5-3. This would have been some nice energy maybe earlier in the game. So, they're not up in the shot count on that when they score. I think ours is more accurate.
Based on the record.
Yeah. All right, so face-off one dumped into the corner by Schofield. Dixon in the corner, try and pick it up. Nickerson is playing defense. Was it offside as well as icing? Betty. We turned it on at the last 1.5 minutes.